The ideal body type that society portrays has continued to change, but it still rings true that there is always an ideal body type. People at a young age are more susceptible to the influence of society on their ideals and their beliefs. Um, Children tend to associate their self worth and their self confidence with their body image due to the pressures that society has put on. And sadly, children cannot be shielded from this at all, as they are just thrown in from the start. Looking back to the 1800s, the ideal body type was considered to be a curvy body type with a very small waist. These corsets that were used to achieve this waist were extremely painful and had many very dangerous side effects. Continuing on into the late 1800s and the early 1900s, the ideal body type went from the curvier shape to the more just extremely thin, more emaciated type look. The first breast augmentations were also performed during this time period, but they were very discredited due to the numerous infections and malformations that occurred with them. In the 1940s, 17 magazine was created, but it faced a lot of backlash due to its messages geared towards teens and young adults about weight loss and dieting. As time has gone on, there have been increased technologies for plastic surgery and other cosmetic surgeries, like Botox was created in liposuction. And as magazines used to be the primary source of all of these influences, now social media in the modern age is this great influence on people. There are many celebrities who will endorse products that they have not tested that promise weight loss and all sorts of things that can be harmful for young people. They promise these effects that have never been vetted and have never been proven, and since supplements have never aren't approved by the FDA, they don't need to be effective or safe. These companies will disguise their products by labeling them as all natural so people believe in them. Eating disorders are something that has resulted from this extreme pressure from society's idea of the ideal body shape, as well as the pressure of society in social media to be thin and to try all of these weight loss solutions. In 1689, the physician Richard Morton diagnosed a patient with nervous consumption, which would become known as anorexia nervosa. This is one of the earlier recordings of an eating disorder in writing. These disorders are so dangerous because they cause the body's organs to slowly shut down, and the patients cannot maintain a healthy weight. This has all sorts of negative effects. Another thing that results from these harsh influences of society and social media is the increased number of plastic surgeries that are performed. Since 2000, there has been a 476% increase in the number of breast augmentation procedures per year. People are not fully educated on the risks, and they believe that their benefits outweigh these risks, but these risks can be fatal. Society as a whole needs to move from being so materialistic and just taking the money of people who are insecure and bring things back to bringing society to a less materialistic world. as a whole.